B asks us to determine the kinetic energy of the system before and after the collision. Alright, so I'm going to need a bit of space here. So we know that, let's have a look at EKTI, so the total initial kinetic energy, which we know will be half M1, right, by VI1 plus half times M2 times VI2. Alright, so half, I'm going to put half times my first mass, which was 4,500 times, the velocities need to be squared, half mv squared, times 20 meters per second squared, right, plus half times my second mass, which was 1,000, alright, and multiply that by 15 squared, alright. Now if we punch that into our calculator, therefore EKTI will be equal to, our EKTI once again equaling to 101,200. Oh, I misread that number there. 101,002,500. We need to find out what is the final, alright, total kinetic energy. Alright, and this one is a little bit different, alright, because now remember we're taking our two masses combined, and we know when we calculated our VF to equal 19.09 meters per second. Alright, so our equation here is just half mvf squared. Alright, let's make that a 2. Alright, so half 5,500, right? 4,500 plus our 1,000 times 19.09 meters per second squared. Alright, and then we get an answer of 1,02,177 joules. Alright, and that is therefore our final kinetic energy. Alright, our EKTF. Alright, here we have our initial, here we have our final. Alright, now let's go have a look at the next question. Alright, C says explain the difference in your answers for B. Well, we can clearly see that some of the kinetic energy was in fact transformed into other energies, and possibility could have been heat energy. Alright, so for C we can state that the energy change, right, the energy change, alright, between, or we can just say the energy change, alright, has been converted, alright, converted into, alright, non-elastic, alright, energies. Alright, so in other words, some kinetic, we could just say EK here, has been lost to other energies. Alright, perfect. Let's have a look at our next question. D says, was this an example of an elastic or inelastic collision? Alright, and it's clear from our differences in our kinetic energies that the collision was in fact inelastic. Alright, total kinetic energy before is not equal to total kinetic energy after the collision. Hence, total EK or total kinetic energy is not conserved. Alright, perfect. Now let's do the second question. The second question reads, two cars of mass 900 kilograms each collide head-on and stick together. Determine the final velocity of the cars if car 1 was traveling at 15 meters per second and car 2 was traveling at 20 meters per second. All right, let's go and approach this question now. Well, what we do first is we write down what we have been given. We've been given the masses of the two cars and their initial velocities. All we need to do is calculate the velocity after the collisions. All right, so we write down our formula. M1 VI1 is equal to M2 VI. Oops, sorry, not equal to. It's supposed to be plus. I beg your pardon. Let me just fix this up over here. There we go. All right, M1 VI1 plus M2 VI2 must be equal to. All right, because they collide and they stick to each other, M1 plus M2 times VF. All right, we know what they were equal to. We sub in our values, 900, all right, times 15 meters per second plus 900 times negative 20. Reason negative 20 meters per second is because it was traveling in the opposite direction to car 1. This equals to 900 plus 900 is 1,800 VF. All right, now to get VF on its own, we know we divide this side by 1,800. All right, to get VF on its own. All right, and divide the other side also by 1,800. All right, we punch that in on our calculator. Therefore, VF is equal to negative 2,5 meters per second. All right, we're not done. We need to state the final. Or quote the answer. So if we quote the answer, we can say, therefore, VF equals to 2,5 meters per second in the direction of car 2. Or we can put 2 if we want to put the number 2 there. All right. Thank you very much for everyone for coming to the video in exercise 2.4, the second part of it. All right, hope you enjoyed it. All right, and I hope that when you attempted these questions, right, that you got them right, and I have provided the accurate solutions for everyone to understand. Please stay tuned for the next video, which will be on the last section, which is impulse.